1.
Hi boys and girls, Mrs. Malburg here. I am really missing you, and this week would be such a fun week I was looking forward to because we would be going on our field trip to Upland Hills Farm. So this week on your lessons, Mrs. Malburg linked a virtual field trip to the farm, Upland Hills Farm, the one we were going to visit. So you can check it out with your grown-ups at home, and your brothers and sisters can join you too. So I thought I would read a story about a farm. And on the farm, there are lots and lots of animals. So for example, there might be chickens and roosters and little baby chicks, and there may be pigs. And have you ever heard of a chickapig? Have you ever seen a chickapig at the farm? I have not ever seen a chickapig at the farm. What is a chickapig? We're going to find out, because my story is called Little Joe Chickapig. And there's Joe, and he's a chickapig. And it's a story about following your dreams. The author, the person that wrote the words, is Brian Calhoun, and the illustrators are Brian Calhoun and Pat Bradley. So they drew all the pictures. So Little Joe Chickapig. So let's see. What is a chickapig? There he is. There's the chickapig. You can see he looks like a little chick, but he has some parts of a pig. It says an animal hybrid that is half chicken and half pig. That means it's combined, part pig, part chicken. That's interesting. So let's read about Joe. Little Joe Chickapig lived on a farm full of chickapigs and chickapig charm. For little Joe Chickapig, still just a boy, the farm full of chickapigs brought him no joy. You can see him sitting there, just bored. He dreamed of new places beyond the fields, sailing vast oceans with swords and with shields. He hoped he'd find courage to follow his heart, but how could he do it? How could he start? The Chickapig farm was all that he knew, with its crops and fields and cows that pooed, and birds and bees and horses and goats. Why was he dreaming of castles and moats? There he is looking sad, carrying his shield, his sword. Joe had an old grandpa brave and bold, a chickapig hero who broke the mold. Joe had an old grandpa, a sailor of seas, a chickapig hero who lived so free. But how? How did he go? How did he do it? How did he know to follow his heart against the tide? How did he do it? The young chickapig cried. I'll tell you a tale, his mother said. I'll tell a tale before I put you to bed. Grandpa back then, he was scared too. Grandpa back then did not know what to do. Grandpa had heard a story told of a great big bear who broke the mold. The bear was tired of striking fear in all who saw him and all who came near. The bear had learned quite a skill to heal the sick and those struck ill. A doctor he became, my son, to heal the wounds of everyone. And those who used to run away now stood before him every day. See all the forest animals coming to see Dr. Bear. The bear saw patients one by one. Never again would anyone run. The bear became a friend, you see, to every creature beneath the trees. But how? How did he go? How did he do it? How did he know to follow his heart against the tide? How did he do it? The young chickapig cried. The bear found courage from the strangest place. He heard of a mouse who went to space. Look at that mouse in his astronaut outfit. The mouse, she traveled to the moon and Mars. The mouse, she traveled amongst the stars. Her ship, it soared from Earth to space, but in that world, she found her place. But how? How did she go? How did she do it? How did she know to follow her heart against the tide? How did she do it? The young chickapig cried. the mouse, she heard a story told of a fierce young dragon, brave and bold. The dragon was known across the land. She gave up her kingdom to join a band. She sang her song, she strummed her guitar, her music was heard both near and far. But how? How did she go? How did she do it? How did she know to follow her heart against the tide? How did she do it? The young Chickapig cried. There was a warrior from that land back before the dragon's band. See the castle and a moat, some swords and shields. He was a Chickapig, just like you, filled with wonder and feeling blue. Tired of shields and swords to wield, he laid down his weapons and planted a field. The Chickapig farm became all that he knew, with its crops and fields and cows that pooed, and birds and bees and horses and goats, and never a thought of castles or moats. Now, Joe, my child, I hope you will see, follow your dreams, whatever they be. And one day in the future, when you are old, your very own story just might be told. So I love that story because it's all about following your dreams, and little Joe Chickapig is trying to figure out what that is. But I also love that story because that author was so clever to combine a chick and a pig and make a Chickapig. So I thought it would be fun if after you take that virtual field trip to the farm, you think of, what two animals would you combine to make your very own animal? And so what Mrs. Malburg did, and what I want you to do, is draw a picture or maybe look at all your animals that you have. So I looked at my kids' stuffed animals, and of course, Mrs. Malburg found a llama that's also combined with a bunny. So I thought, ooh, I would love that, to create a llama and a bunny combined. So just like a Joe Chickapig, but a llama and a bunny. And I called mine a llama bun. So I have my llama bun here. So I want you to think of what you would create and draw a picture of it, or maybe you have a stuffed animal like Mrs. Malburg does. And then I want you to write 3 things about your animal that you are combining, your new animal. So I have my llama bun, and this is what Mrs. Malburg wrote about her llama bun. She can hop like a bunny and run like a llama. 2, she can change colors. So she can change colors, but her bunny ears always stay white. And my llama bun, she likes to cuddle because she's soft like a bunny, and llamas are pretty soft too. Okay, so that's my llama bun. So I hope you enjoyed the story of Joe Chickapig. And then I want you to make your own hybrid animal. That means combining 2 animals, and then share those with Mrs. Malburg so your grown-up at home can post those on our homeroom page or email them to Mrs. Malburg so we can all see what you come up with. Bye, kindergartners.